An artist of Upcycle Bad Brief, and on Wednesdays we craft, and I know it's Thursday night, but thank you for being patient with me while I've been doing all my own shipping and kicking all the ass this week. Welcome in, welcome in. I started a paper ephemera giveaway. Man, all right, now I got your message. I'll message you back after the show too. I threw the power on you. Feel free to stay if you can. Okay, y'all, I have been teasing you for a couple of weeks now about the milk paint. Yeah, the guys are gone. They got the roof fixed, so hopefully we're good. Hi, Cindy. I've been teasing you guys about the milk paint for a couple of weeks now. And I got about 4 or 5 colors loaded up into the shop. We're going to do a little milk painting tonight. And just like with the DIY paint at the end of the show tonight, if you're interested in other colors, we can head downstairs and I'll show you my other colors. I'm going to work really hard on getting like 10. I said 10 earlier. I'm going to do like 10 to 15 colors a day. I have 2 paint lines. We'll get it all in there real soon. Welcome in, everybody. Hop in the giveaway. It's for paper ephemera. I think it's over here. Okay, y'all, we're going to get started. I'm not even going to lie. It's been a really long week, and I worked my tush off. So I'm going to enjoy myself a nice little Moscow Mule. It's a very weak one, so don't worry. Okay, don't worry. Grab a beverage. Let's have a nice little evening. So I have been carrying DIY and milk paint for a while now. I don't think notifications are happening. Where is everybody? Tag your friends, share the stream. This is wild. I have been selling both of these paint lines for about 5 years now. DIY paint is amazing. It is a clay-based paint and it is very, very user-friendly. Milk paint is a powder paint form and it is slightly more testy, but once you get the hang of it, it is amazing. Now some people are rolling in. Thank you for the help. Thank you for the help. The algorithm's like, what are we doing? Breeze on a Thursday night. There's everybody hopping in. Hi, friends. Okay, so I did one side of this drawer with the color curry. I've had a bunch of these drawers. Hi, everybody. There's all my friends. We're milk painting. It's the night. Hop in the giveaway. I've had a bunch of these drawers and I've sold them off. They all had this really cool little bit of yellow on them from like some old industrial building. So one of my milk paint colors is curry. I went ahead and tested it just to make sure your girls still got it with a little bit of the curry color earlier today. This isn't sealed yet, but do you guys see that finish? How beautiful and authentic chippy is this? But just wait, because depending on what kind of surface you're using, sometimes this milk paint gets even chippier. So I only painted half of this drawer so y'all could see the difference. But since it had like a really shiny finish top coat on it, most of that paint just chipped and flaked right off of there. So there is so many cool paint effects you can get with this paint. If you're not really into that super chippy or you're a little worried, there's also a product called Extra Bond that I put in the Buy It Now. It's an additive, and that will ensure that your paint will stick to your surfaces. So say I wanted to paint like the metal on this drawer, put the Extra Bond in and it'll stick. So we're gonna get started. There are sample sizes of the paint in the bin. They're only $8, and there are 2 ounces of the paint powder. But they'll cover a couple of little projects. So if you guys want to start small, there's also really small sizes of the wax in this product line too. So I love that. You can just try a little bit and test it out. The paint I'm using tonight, that we're debuting tonight, Sasha gave us the go-ahead, she's the owner of the paint company, is Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. And I've been selling this for about 5 years now. So when you mix it, you're going to mix a 1-to-1 ratio of the powder to warm water. I went ahead and pre-mixed this before the show because then you usually let it sit for about 10 to 20 minutes just so it can kind of thicken up a little bit. Hi, Rusty Patina. We're chippy painting tonight. So as you can see in the bag, it is a powder form, and I use a lot of, don't get mad at me, I'll reuse this, okay? But I do use a lot of throwaway products. Sometimes I'll reuse my old Tupperware and stuff, or old like aluminum cans, whatever, because the paint is really hard to get out of this stuff. It's not like the DIY paint where it just rinses right out. So I did pre-mix this. Also going to the thrift store and finding old containers that you can reuse and eventually toss, and like measuring spoons and cups will be your best friend. After a while, I kind of just eyeball this paint. You know, I put it in one of these. So I'm not doing like a real specific measurement. It's a little loose. But I just mixed this up about 5 minutes before we started. You can see the consistency on this is still pretty runny. The longer it sits, the more it'll thicken. But for the project we're doing right now, since this is so raw, the wood, we're gonna go ahead and go with it. What's up, friends? I'm also using a heat gun tonight. If you have a heat gun, great. If you have a hair dryer, that works too. But it kind of speeds up the drying process and can make your paint a little bit chippier. Cool. Let's slap some paint on this BUT. And then after I do a little painting, I'll pin the products I'm using. So this is my Klingon brush, my tried and true. I think I have the R14s in stock in my bin. They're just a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger than this one. This is my smallest one. And these are really easy to clean. So with my milk paint, I always use my Klingon brushes. I never use my DIY brushes. They're just a lot more sensitive, the DIY brushes. And we're just going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to paint it right onto the front of this drawer. I am going to try to avoid the handle. So we're going to focus, but you can see the coverage, the pigment on it is good. Look, it matches the spot perfectly. And don't get mad at me for painting this old wood, okay? It's just what we do here in the craft world. What are you guys doing tonight? Are we prepared for Snowmageddon? Talk to me while I paint. I went to the grocery store. I got boxes. I wanted to go thrifting so bad, but your girl came home and preloaded. I was so smart. You're not doing anything. The color is amazing, right? This is called Curry. I'll go ahead and pin the sample size. So, sorting sterling. So I went to the grocery store and did all that good stuff. But then I checked the weather app when I got home. I didn't think we were going to get that much snow, but I was just kidding myself. I was just kidding myself. 6 to 7 inches on Saturday and 4 to 5 more on Sunday. Okay, I pinned the sample size of the curry down below. The sample sizes come in these cute little bags. Boom. This is what a sample size of milk paint looks like. So the shipping on it isn't very expensive either. So now I'm just like going to cry a little. Oh, the mo's here. Welcome in. Now I'm going to cry a little bit. I think I'm going to try to run to the bins in the morning. It's going to be cold, but the snow's not supposed to start till later. I'm like itching for a Goodwill bins trip. I've been working and shipping all week. I just want to shop a little. Thank you guys for your purchases. If you type in the word sweet in the buy it now, all the colors that I have preloaded will be in there. And then again, at the end of the show, we can go downstairs and look. Now, if you guys notice, I did put all of my products in the bin. If it is a little bit too much for you and you just want to see the paint and the crafting stuff, you guys can filter the shop, right? Filter the buy now section in the shop. If you filter down to just craft supplies, then only the paint and crafting supplies will show. Maybe some paper, like ephemera or whatever. 16 to 22. What are we gonna do, you guys? I have plenty of inventory. We're just gonna work our butts off this weekend. You ready? I don't have my kiddo. Thank gosh, I don't have to drive. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to drive, obviously. All right, trying to work around this handle. Ah! Thank you for your purchases. Lavender. Who was that? Rustic Lavender? What's up? What's up, friend? It's my thinking face. Facebook, YouTube, come on over to Whatnot. Come hang out with us. If you guys are late to the party, I am multicasting on those other 2 platforms tonight. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. I have a ton of edited videos on my YouTube. I almost dipped this in my cocktail. A ton of edited videos on my YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and type in Upcycled by Bree Milk Paint, they will all pop up. Okay, I got one nice coat on there. It's a little thin down here. Smooth that out. Now I am going to hit this with my heat gun. Because the wood on this was really raw, it's really going to soak in that milk paint and it's not going to be super chippy on this raw wood. But if I hit it with a little heat, that's going to encourage some chipping and crackling. All right, here we go. You guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm tired tonight. I'm going to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. I'm going to try. I'm not going to set an alarm. Do you think I can do it? You're hoping you keep internet? Thank you so much for the raid, Sweet Cherry Pickens. We are crafting tonight. How was your show? Tell us all about it. Another paper ephemera giveaway is running, courtesy of our raid. Thanks so much for coming in, friends. What were you selling tonight? I'm not hitting the thing. This is fine. Okay, I'm going to pin this notify me when Upcycled by Bree goes live too because I forgot to. I haven't had that very long. I keep forgetting. Oh my goodness, another raid. Holy City Cards. Ooh, card friends, welcome in. How was your show? What were you selling? Cards, I assume. When's your next show? Tell us all about it. Thank you so much. You had a dollhouse and mini stuff tonight, Sweet Cherry Pickens. I love that. I love that so much. Okay, so I'm hitting this with the heat gun. When it starts chipping and crackling a little bit, I'm going to show you. The other side didn't get super chippy. We just had a little tiny bit of chippage. And then I'm going to show you on another surface that has a different finish, just how chippy it can get. Okay, so did everybody go get their groceries? Are we freaking out? Is everybody prepared? I wasn't freaking out until like now. Okay, see as I hit it with the heat gun, do you see that little paint start to separate? Tiniest little lines starting to form. We're starting to get a little crackling in that finish. When I hit this with some wax, some finishing wax, it's really going to accentuate that. Now, if you don't have a heat gun, a hair dryer will work, but a heat gun works faster. And if you don't have a heat gun or a hair dryer, you're just going to want, and you want a chippy finish, you're going to want to go over a slicker surface, like I'm going to show you here shortly. So many S's. 22 inches. I got all my groceries. I got all the animal food. I got plenty of inventory. I have boxes and shipping materials. I think we're good. I know. Now I'm like, should I have got a generator? It's probably too late. I'm sure they're all sold out by now. Okay, where did we get a little chippy? I swear I'm not intoxicated. I just started that beverage. All right, y'all see it? Y'all see all the little crackling and chipping that we've got started right here on this piece. You can't use the sanding block, and I will. I'm going to dry it first, and then we'll start distressing it. I'm a little light on my paint right here. Yes, ma'am. There's a couple light spots. I'm just going to notice with my milk paint, I usually don't keep it on my table. Oops. Ask me why. Because I have spilt cups of milk paint live before. I'm only going to go over where it's light and not do a whole second coat. Guys, I'm sweating from this heat gun. Well, y'all, we're in this together. We all get snowed in. I'll just go live and stream forever. Who has used milk paint? Drop an emoji in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. What's up, Gigi? We're painting tonight. Y'all bookmark next week's crafting show. Next week will be on Thursday again because the redesign with Prima release is next Thursday. So I don't want to wait a whole week and make you guys miss all the fun. Bookmark it. I don't think I've switched it yet, but it'll be next Thursday. Every day using milk paint? Do you guys really paint your own stuff? I didn't know that. Find a hair clip. You do a good job because I thought it was like authentic salvage. All right. The crazy bun's coming up. Don't laugh at me. Just washed my hair. What's up, CLB? How are you? Go stand up. I know, right? How cool right off, Jonna. Okay, so we got a tiny little bit. We got the chipping. We got a little bit of lifting and crackling right up here in the corner. You see? You see? Oh, the rust with that marigold is scrumptious. I'm going to grab some 120 grit. Pretty aggressive sandpaper here. And I'm just going to go right over where it was chippy. You guys can also zoom in on the screen by pinching your fingers on the screen, and you can get the comments out of the way by swiping. So if you want to see what I'm doing and you don't want to see my friends yapping, you can do that as well. So right here where it's getting really super chippy, I'm going to hit it with that sandpaper. You can see it's going to knock that paint, boom, right off of there. Easy peasy. Chippy right here, boom. I like to go up and down and back and forth, little crosshatch pattern to really catch the lifting on those flakes. Boom. I need a shirt that says boom. My dad used to use milk paint on the shaker oval boxes he made. What's a shaker oval box? Okay, now right here where there's just a little crack, I'm just gonna use my fingernail and just like kind of scrape it a little. My manicurist loves that for me. Just kind of flake a little of that paint off. So you can see on this one, minimal, a beautiful light flakiness. I will paint the inside of the drawers too, but I'm not going to make you guys stare at me and do that unless you want me to. We can do that part live, but I was going to show you the other piece too. We will finish this though, the wax seam and stuff. Maybe I'll just leave the inside raw wood. What do you guys think? You tell me. I've made so many decisions this week. I'm done. Somebody tell me what to do with my life. Yes, paint the inside or leave it wood. I asked 7 questions at once, so I'm not sure which one you're answering. Raw wood? Okay, cool. I'll leave the inside raw wood. Easy peasy. I like that answer. I am going to do these edges though. So again, the Sweet Pickins milk paint. Oh, ew. The Sweet Pickins milk paint does come in a smaller size, a sample size. I have 5 different colors preloaded, and then we'll go down and check out the other colors I have in stock at the end of the show. I'm going to pin this one more time, bottom of the screen. This is the color Curry. Curry. You guys, I'm super excited. I need to find a new salvage wood source though here in Missouri. I used to find so much good like roadside fencing, and I had a salvage guy in Topeka too, so that was helpful. He brought me good old barn wood. But if you're in Missouri, you got some wood for me. You sent me a picture of the shaker box. No, I didn't put anything under the milk paint. And in fact, the songbird shelf, all I did was just wipe it down with a damp cloth before I painted it. It just went straight onto that raw wood. This wood is really dry and old, so it really sucked it in, which is why I didn't get super chippy on this one. But I'm going to show you another finish where it gets super, super chippy. Okay, we're going to see what a shaker box is, because I have to know now. I'm going to sleep so good tonight, you guys. Oh, very interesting. Is it like a cheese box? Is it an instrument? I'm crushing it, thank you. One day ship time, baby. Record show on Sunday. Oh, and my percentage updated. What was it, 27.2 from 25.5? We're on the way. Pantry storage, okay. Under sewing supplies, you can put whatever you want in it. I love that. I love that. And y'all, when we go downstairs, I will have all the colors available for you to see too, if you're curious. I'm like blinded by my freaking shadow lights or my box lights tonight. I don't know how y'all night sellers do this. I used to be on in the evenings. Do you guys remember that? Tuesday and Saturday nights. We're getting crafty. Jim's Joy, I was sitting there entering inventory earlier, just thinking about CSV files. But I feel like it's going to be a job all in itself. I don't even know how to work Excel. Will you just do it for me? Okay, this is almost dry. Let's just do it for me. Vintage Tadpole. Have you used milk paint before? Are you excited? That's really good. Very tasty. What are y'all sipping on tonight? I guess it's only Thursday, huh? Send you the info? Well, I have 2 different paint lines and a million bajillion colors. So what info do you need from me? Like, I'll pay you to help me. It's going to be a lot of work, I feel like. You know, I can't do that anymore because I had too many when I was younger, and you know, only water, Jonna. You know, it's the season. Here we go. Chippy, authentic, beautiful, distressed finish. I like the raw wood on the inside. We got like this tritone going on. This side got a little crazier, chippier. It was like the pigment knocked off, but some of the paint stuck on this one because I only did 1 layer of paint. So like I said, milk paint really has a mind of its own. This side did that. This side didn't so much. I want to hit it a little bit more right here. this before I trip over it. Let's not do that live. Yay, okay, cool. Also the Vintage Catapult, a million bajillion videos up on YouTube. Okay, wham bam. So it's not that hard. It might be a little intimidating because you don't get to just open the can, right, and just dip your brush in it. You have to mix it first. Like I said, the longer it sits, the thicker it gets. So this has been sitting a little bit longer. You can see how it's starting to thicken up a little bit. And then also depending on how you mix it. You can mix it a little thicker if you would like, a little more texture. It's so good. It's so good. Now, I'm going to use beeswax. This is the clear wax in the Sweet Pickins line. It also comes in a very small 2-ounce size, which I'll pin for you. So if you just want to try out a sample, try out a small wax, totally doable. Also, the Sweet Pickins milk paint and the DIY paints, like the lines, they play really, really well together. So sometimes if I run out of DIY clear wax, boom, I grab my Sweet Pickins, slap it on there, you're good to go. Now, the Sweet Pickins beeswax is thicker, a little bit thicker than the DIY clear wax. It's going to dry completely clear, no yellowing at all. But you guys, it is scented like a citrus. Oh, it smells so good. I also love to use this to refresh the inside of drawers when I'm redoing furniture. You know, if I'm not painting it or anything, but I just want to freshen it up and make it smell good and give that wood a little bit of a drink, you can put this right onto raw wood. It's not food safe. Not food safe, but you can use it to shine up raw wood. And I'm just going to use a chip brush with it, like I usually do with the other clear wax, because I hate cleaning wax out of brushes. I hate it so much. So I just have an old chip brush, and I've got the chip brushes in the bin as well in the buy now. I just put it in the lid and work right out of the lid. That way I don't get any of the pigment in the big container. We're not going to waste any of it. I think that just went right into my drink. And then we're just going to go right over the paint. You can also use a little clear, clean rag or paper towel too. I usually just use a brush. And this is going to seal the paint in. You'll agree, why do we need wax? Wax is going to seal the paint in and make sure that it stays forever. Now, to be honest, this wood was so thirsty that it's never going to let go of that paint. This paint's not coming off of there. But to properly finish it, you are going to want to seal it up. There's also liquid top coats in the Sweet Pickins line. I'm currently out of it. You guys sold me out of that matte top coat last time, but I've ordered more. So I will have more. And there's also some oil waxes, which we'll get into as well eventually. And we're just going to go right over this side as well. So DIY clay-based paint is beautiful. I love it for a million reasons too. But the chippy finish that the Sweet Pickins milk paint provides is unlike any other. Look how good. And the wax really kind of brings out all of that detail. So thirsty. You love me being on at night. Do you guys like the crafting in the evenings? For right now, it's working out. With me doing the shipping and stuff, my schedule might be a little tweaked. But also, when I do Thursday shows, I have all weekend to ship them. So maybe we'll just, make it a twofer on Sunday, Thursdays for now. A little twofer. I'm going to just wipe back the extra. But that's all there is to it. Look at all the different layers of texture on there. Chippy here, crackly up there, weird two-tone going on over here. What's up, Smorg? Like that really looks like that paint has been on there for ever. Forever. It's so good. What's up, C-Bus? Y'all like it? Yay, heart emoji eyes. You want me to auction it off? We'll do it. And then, oh, I forgot to put that in there. And then, we're going to do the other half of this drawer because it has a different finish on it. Look how chippy and flaky and crazy that one got. Cool? All right, this is going to start at 10 buckaroonies. It is 12 by 6 by 6. Empty drawer, perfect for a vignette with that amazing crusty handle on there. Look, there's even a little blue on that side. I love it. Upcycled by Brie Original. Facebook, YouTube, come on over to Whatnot, come hang out. And y'all, there also help me reach premier listings in the Buy It Now if you're so inclined to help me out. Those are in the bin if you want to check them out. This beauty is running this gorgeous old industrial drawer. Sign it, I will if they want me to. If they want me to, we'll see what happens. I love the yellow. And I know we're thinking Valentine's, we're thinking spring and bright light colors, but let's think summertime, okay? just a little bit ahead. Katie, thank you so much. Great grab, my friend. That's coming to you. Who got some of these already? I had like a million bajillion of these drawers. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Okay, so on this one, this is going to be crazy to watch in real time. Do you guys see how hot I am? I had to turn my heat down. It's cranking. It's getting hot in here. You gotta leave on all your clothes. As you out on the night. Okay. Turn the air down, the heat down, and open the back door, the screen door. Jeez, lights. Put your clothes back on. Yeah, don't listen. Y'all keep your clothes on. Y'all keep your clothes on. I mixed up a little too much paint, so after this live stream, I'm gonna slap it on something else. That's the other thing about milk paint. If you mix up too much, it doesn't really last. Like, you gotta use it or you're gonna lose it. So that's a little learning curve, which is another reason why just make a little bit in the beginning. You can always make more. Okay, I put milk paint on half of this, but because this drawer has such a sleek, shiny finish to it, that paint doesn't want to stick very well. Now, again, there is an additive called SureBond or Extra Bond that will make sure that the paint sticks to your surface, but I don't want that. I want it to flake off of there. So we're just going to put one nice thick layer on here, and then I'm going to hit it with the heat gun, and then I'm going to set it to the side. Kind of let it do its thing. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun until it's dry, but then it will continue to flake. And that's because there's some like slick top coat on this. What's up, Sassy? We're crafting. We're sipping. We're crafting. What are you doing? The black and yellow is bold. You know, this would make such a cute like bumblebee vignette. Do you guys like bumblebees? Should I do bumblebee stuff? Like wholesale stuff this summer? Squirrel. Oh, I don't want those lines through it. Okay. Watching me, you're late. It's okay. I was a little early. If I didn't go live, I wasn't gonna, I'm getting a little tired. Let's do another paper ephemera giveaway too, real quick. 7,000 things. Once is my style. You love a big fat bumblebee? All right. Let me know if there's any questions about anything in the buy now. I know I have a ton of products in there. You can filter it down to just the crafting supplies if you only want to see my paint and crafting supplies that I have available. Okay, so I'm just hitting this enough to dry it, but you guys will be able to see pretty instantly that paint is going to start to pull apart and crackle. Y'all see that? It's almost like I have like an Elmer's glue or something under it, but I don't. I didn't do any of that. Just trying to get it dry, and then I'm going to set it to the side. You'll be able to watch it back there start to flake even more. Okay, that's it. If I do it anymore, it's just all going to fall off. So here's what we look like after I dry it. Look at how it's already starting to just completely flake. So the heat is really accentuating the crackle process, but the reason it's doing that so much is because of how slick this surface was. The last piece we did, that wood was so dry and just like thirsty. It was like, give me that paint. I will suck it all up. And this one is like, no, girl, we got a protective top coat on here. We ain't sticking for nothing. But I'm going to set it back here, and you'll be able to see as it dries a little bit more, it's basically just going to probably start falling. It's good, right? Okay. While that happens, I have one more piece I'm going to do tonight, and it's this big old beautiful hunky chunky. I think it was like a top to a baluster or a, you know what I mean? Yeah. What is this? Williams Rustic Salvage. What is this? Is there anything I can't do? Yes, there's a lot I can't do. Don't tell anybody. No, I'm perfect. What would you do to a slick surface to make it stick good? Donna, that's a great question. So there is a product. It's in the bin. I loaded up all 3 sizes. There's a small, a medium, and a large. It's called Extra Bond. So if you didn't want it to flake off of that drawer, you would add in some Extra Bond. And there's a little tiny 4-ounce sample too that you can grab. You don't always need Extra Bond, and you don't really need very much. So you can start with a really small size. Cool, cool. It says that clean the surface to be painted, mix up your milk paint as directed, and then you add the Extra Bond to the milk paint, 2 parts paint to 1 part Extra Bond. Right there on the bottle. Ah, do you see it? I told you, just in real time, it's just gonna start flaking. Crazy. So it just depends if you want that look or not. We're just gonna let that chill for a second. I need to mix up this other batch of paint. Okay, so to mix up the milk paint, you get yourself a little cup, a little glass, a little whatever, and you get yourself your paint. I put the water in first, and I like to use warm water. I think it helps the paint dissolve faster. So I'm gonna grab just a little bit of warm water real quick. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. So a 1 part water, go 1 part paint. This is the color Flour Sack. It's like a true white. I also have the color Creamy downstairs. I don't have a ton in stock, but it's more of an off-white. So we'll hit the basement before the end of the show too, just in case. I'm gonna mix this batch up just a little bit thicker so you guys can see what good texture it can give. And I would say this sample would cover like 3 of these, maybe 4 of these, if you're wanting to know. And I need a stir stick. Thicker is always better. See, when the wood's really raw, like, oh, not that one, like the other one, I usually go just a little thinner. It's okay. I'm gonna throw in a little bit more powder because I can just slap this on a couple projects after the show. So if you are new to milk paint, you might want to use like measuring spoons, in the beginning while you get the hang of it, just so you don't end up wasting product. Because if you put too much water in and you add paint, you got to add more paint, and then you can't really take it back. I am using Sweet Pickins, just Kelly. We're debuting Sweet Pickins to the Whatnot app. Are you super excited? Again, follow me over on YouTube. If you guys don't know who I am, Upcycled by Bree. I have a ton of milk paint videos over there. Brittany, Ivy, ephemera coming to you. I know. I've been emailing Sasha since beginning, like before Christmas. I think it was the beginning of November. And of course, through the holidays, everybody's busy. Finally, I got a response, and she said, heck yeah, girl. Is it just for wood? No, I'm a Bluefish. You can use it on other things, and that's when the the Extra Bond would come in handy to make sure that it's going to stick to your surfaces. I've used it on metal before. What's up, Gray Street? I've used it on metal before. I've used it over glass before. Has an interesting texture over glass. Williams Rustic Salvage. What else have you guys used the milk paint on? But I usually mostly use it on wood. I just use tap water. I'm a tap water gal. Okay, so I mixed it a little bit thicker. After it sits for a few minutes, it will thicken up even more. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit for a hot second and thicken up. And that is one thing when I'm live, I always forget to pre-mix it. I even was on the phone, I was like, I need to remember to mix my paint. And then it was time to go live, and I was like, okay, look at the drawer update over here. Oh my goodness. No, if you mix too much, it really won't save. You can put it in the fridge for like a couple of hours. But after that, it's pretty much just going to get really gelatinous and be done. Now, I have had it get really, really super thick before, and I'll use that for like a base to layer paint over. I'll just kind of, that was a gross sound, stipple it onto a project, let that dry overnight or whatever, and then use that for like texture, but that way you don't waste it. Okay, so are you guys ready? Are you ready to see the flakiness? It's so satisfying. Here we go. It's probably not going to flake right there. No, so then we're going to have a really weird line. I'm telling you, sometimes it does what it wants. Oh, you don't even need sandpaper. So good. And I wiped this down with like a wet rag and a little bit of Dawn dish soap. That was about it. So good and flaky. Now this is pretty high contrast, right? Pretty high contrast. So it just depends what look you're going for. I'm going to take a little bit of sandpaper and just knock off like a little bit where it's feeling a little heavy. Notice the sandpaper is grabbing a bunch more of it off too. Let's glare and you guys can't see. Now, I would say to wax this instead of a liquid top coat. Sometimes if you put a liquid over a super chippy paint, it really reactivates it and then you're really screwed. Sometimes when it's this chippy too, I'll use like a matte clear spray, like Rust-Oleum or something. That way I don't have to brush over it again. A little hack for you. Oh, it's so good. So good. I'm not going to sell this one because it's massive and I don't want to ship it to you guys. My little shoulder's so tired. But I wanted to show you the difference in chippiness. And then, by popular request, I got you guys one more product in stock and I wanted to try it out. Is that cool? It is just perfection. Yes, we're painting all the things. Where'd it go? Found it. So, DIY Paint used to carry a gold wax. But then they quit carrying it because the formula, she didn't like the consistency of it anymore. And when she wasn't happy with it, she stopped making it for us. But I did pick up Rub and Buff for you guys. Oh, you've been asking for the gold. So I did pick some of this up and get it stocked into the bin. And we're just going to put it over this little gold knob because I've never used it before. I pinned it down below, this little tube of Rub and Buff. I mean, I've used it. It's been a long time. It's been a long while. I have a little stencil brush here. We're going to get just a little product on. And this is the splatter paint on this. What do you mean, Sue? You just splatter paint on everything? No? What were you talking about? Do you make a mess? Are you a messy painter? This is like outdated, right? And kind of like brassy and ugly. So I thought we could try the Rub and Buff and see if that classes it up a little bit. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. This is the Gold Gilding Rub and Buff. And then we can probably use some dark wax with it too if we wanted to give it. Look at the bottom versus the top. That just updates it so much. I'm excited. So we'll use this on hardware. We'll use this like on old keys. And then we'll use this over our paint too, just to kind of like highlight high points. Oh, I really was missing the gold wax after they stopped carrying it. And somebody has suggested this like over and over and over, but I never did pick it up because I couldn't carry it. But now I can. Look how pretty that is. Just instant update. Oh. All right, so now we got Rub and Buff available too here at Upsuck But Brie. Oh, what if we put it on the keyhole? Just for funsies. On the little brass keyhole. Don't come at me now. My vintage and antique lovers. It'll make it pop. And then I can use this. I might put this drawer into like a, oh, maybe Sunday show. Make a vignette out of it. I have a ton of celluloid and like moody stuff for Sunday too. What's up, Trinket Mouse? What you doing? There it is over the keyhole. Very nice. All right, if y'all have any questions about anything in the buy now, let me know. And it dries instantly. Ah! It smells really good. Like a Sharpie. Woo! Craft is about to get real fun. There we go. Look at that. Bam. Oh, she gotty. She gotty. But I just wanted you guys to be able to see the difference in the chippiness factor of the milk paint. So I don't like that. I'm probably going to switch that out with just a plain wood one to match this back here. But I wanted to show you guys the Rub and Buff. I don't know. It might grow on me. We'll see. What's up, Fryer? Look, Fryer got Rub and Buff. I'm super excited. Super excited. And we used milk paint tonight. I know. We did raw wood, which provided this finish. And then we painted over this crazy old drawer that had like a super shiny finish on it. So I wanted to show them the chippiness factor, the chippiness levels we can achieve with the milk paint. Yes, I'm excited, you guys. Black stain over the knob. Cheryl, just to tone it down a little bit. What if we did a little bit of the Sweet Pickins dark wax over it, black wax over it? So here's the beeswax Sweet Pickins in the color black. I also have this loaded into the bin. We're gonna use this on top of that riser too. And I'm just gonna like mush a little bit down into the low points. Mush it, very official, you know, very official crafting word. Oh yeah, that tones it back. That makes it a little less gaudy. Whoa, look at that. You guys are so smart. Mush it real good. So I did just on the top half, not the bottom half. Much better. All right. I might keep you guys around. I did a set a lot like this in my antique booth. And it sold very quick and very, very well. It was a trunk, like a trunk coffee table with 2 end tables. I remember it well. That's much better. I like that a lot. You guys are so smart. We went from like 80s to like, I don't know, Hollywood Regency? Is that right? Oh, something like that. Yay! Okay, what do we think? What do we think about the milk paint so far? Raise your hand if this is the first time you've ever seen milk paint in action. I'm curious. Yay! Kim's happy. I'm impressed, Kim. We can go home now. All's well in the world. First time, Nanas? Yes, first time for you. Wow, okay. All right, Fryer, we're bringing crafting back. We're bringing painting back. So Kelly and I, the Farmhouse Fryer and I actually met in a furniture painting group back in what, 2020? I think it was 2020, probably 2021 maybe. And I was stalking her like crazy because she's amazing at it and really good at staging. I sent her a friend request. Saw her post in some random group online, and now look at us. Isn't that crazy? Sometimes I forget that. Oh, it's wild. All right, let's do it. So this is a big old, I think somebody could use this as a riser, right? If y'all want me to sell this tonight, I can. And I don't think this one's gonna get like super, super chippy, you know, because the wood is so raw and good. But we should get some really good effects. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna grab another Klingon brush. My brushes are old and beat up. I think I stepped on this one and broke off the end. This is the 035. This is a big old oval brush. Can you milk paint on metal? You can. If you're gonna milk paint on metal or a slick surface, you're gonna wanna pick up some of the Extra Bond that's in the buy now as well. There's a little 4-ounce size. It's not very expensive. But then you add 1 part of Extra Bond to 2 parts of paint after you mix the paint up. And then it'll make sure it adheres and doesn't chip off. Thank you for the red chat. Base to a front porch column. I was trying to like make it fancy, bolster, or like just a column. Just a good old front porch column. So this is flour sack, and this is loaded up in the bin as well. I didn't really mix it up super thick. I thought it was going to be a little thicker than it was, but you know, that's okay. We're practicing. It's been a hot minute. In fact, I mixed it up earlier and tried it out because it's been so long. I'm multicasting, ma'am. Man, I might have not mixed up enough. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, that is super white. Bright, bright white over that gorgeous old wood. Don't hate me. We're going to grunge it up a little bit. And I'm going to work in sections. That way I can heat it up. I'm putting it on really thick here. The thicker it is in certain areas, when you hit it with the heat gun, it's probably going to crackle a little bit better. Just FYI. You guys, I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. My sheets are clean. My hair is clean. All my chores are done. I'm all caught up on shipping. Now I'm going to set an alarm. Thank you guys so much for your purchases out of the bin. Oh, it says 2 ounce in the listing. It's not. It's a 4 ounce. Silly girl. Let me go in and edit that. But just know that whoever just bought that 2-ounce size, it's actually 4 ounces. I had to print out a price sheet and everything, you guys. It's been so long. So I have sold and we have crafted more in the last couple of months than I have in the last year, you guys. Insane. Are we sold out of it? Did I only have one in the, oh, I only had 2 in the bin? What the hell? Hold on. You guys, the inventory problem with Whatnot is still not fixed. And I think what I did was have 12 in there, and then if I edited it, it dropped it by 10. Let me just look in here. Right quick. Now stare at this beautiful paint. Okay, so it looks like I've sold 2 of the small ones, right? Just 2? Yes. But it is sold out of my buy now. Yeah. Okay, so that's what happened. Let me just go in and put a few more in case somebody else wants it. I've emailed Whatnot 3 times about the inventory stuff. And they haven't been able to help me. They keep saying, send me the type of your phone, update your phone. All right, I'm going to put 5 more of those in there. Sorry about that. And then again, very soon, you guys, I will have everything loaded up. But I am just going to have to continue to do inventory before every single show, which is going to be crazy. Okay, there's 5 more of the 2 ounce in the buy now. I went ahead and pinned them in case you were looking for it. And thought they were sold out. And I change it to say 4 ounce like it's supposed to. That's what I was trying to do in the first place. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to hit this with the heat gun, and then we'll do the sides here in a hot second. Otherwise, I'm going to get paint all over me. What are you guys having for dinner? So I bought so much good food. Healthy me did the grocery shopping. And I already know that snacky me later is going to be irritated about it, but I think I have some ice cream. But what are you guys having for dinner? I didn't buy anything that I can eat. I have to cook. I don't want to. Does it combine in her craft shows? What you talking about? Are you talking about shipping or? So it is not reduced shipping on my craft shows. With the paint companies I retail for, as retailers, we have certain rules and stipulations we have to follow. One of them is we cannot offer a super reduced shipping price. But I will let you know, buying it here on Whatnot is probably going to be the cheapest because of the USPS rates that Whatnot has. So just keep that in mind. Unfortunately, can't do the reduced shipping on these craft shows, but hopefully it makes up for it in my other shows. Mexican beer, I want that. You guys see how it's already crackling? Oh, that's good. It's good. And we're going to use waxes on this to really accentuate all of that texture and give it a little more aged look. I'm using the color flour sack right now. Zuppa Supa. Oh, is that like Italian soup? I want Zuppa Supa. Dang it. All right, I'm going to pin the smallest size of this. I do have larger sizes available as well. Hold on a second. My computer's being crazy. It's tired. My computer's like, girl, we have been live for 7,000 hours this week. Oh, did you guys sell me out of the? Oh, you guys sold me out of the samples. I love you. I will place a paint order right after this, but I will pin the pint. The pint is going to be the next size. It won't let me pin anything on my computer, so I love that for me. Read Debbie. I wanted to buy 2 ounce black wax and accidentally ordered the bigger one. Can you change it? Yeah, Debbie, just go in and request a cancellation on the big one, but go ahead and order the small one too. Otherwise, it's going to mess up my inventory. But I will cancel it right after the show. Do you know how to do cancellations? Okay, so as I hit it with the heat gun, because it was such raw wood, I hit it with the heat gun extra hard. And I forced the chipping on there. So don't be afraid, even if you've got the raw wood, with a little work, a little extra thick paint, and some heat, you can get that good crackling too, okay? Lifted right there. I think that's about the only place we're gonna get a lot of lifting. I'm gonna go ahead and do the sides. It's all rough. You don't know how. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll minimize me, and then you'll go to your purchases tab. The other size is obviously a different price too, so I want to make sure you're getting charged correctly. You'll go to your purchases tab and you'll see that paint purchase or that wax purchase, and then you can request the cancel there. I can't cancel it until after I'm done being live, but I will right away. And then just go ahead and purchase the correct size too. Let me know if you can't figure it out. We'll work through it together. And if you can't get it right this second, don't panic, okay? Just go ahead and go grab the right size, and then we can get it canceled. We'll work it out after the show if you can't figure it out right this second. Don't panic, but get the right one before they sell out. Okay, again, super thick over here, and I'm just gonna work it one side at a time. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Put my paint pen, flip it in reverse. I need a music artist that's like popping to let me use their music copyright free on Facebook and YouTube so we can have some jams during the auctions. Any takers? DM me. Any takers? Is there anybody that's going to think they're going to want to go downstairs and look at the other colors of milk paint I have? I see a few of you have picked up multiple colors today. Yeah, okay, we'll plan on that. I don't have quite as many colors in the milk paint as there is in the DIY colors, so it won't be quite as intimidating. And also, I did put the generic listings in my buy now already, so I'm already prepared for you. Hey, Chubby, thank you so much. Oh, yes. Also, if you were waiting on like DIY crinoline, any of the waxes, the darkened decrepids, anything that we ran out of on the last show, I did put those back into stock today. There's some more crystal clear liquid chandelier. Yeah, liquid. Anyways, the liquid patina we used on our little tins. Thank you. I saw it go through, and we'll make sure we get that canceled for you. Yes, you can see the sugar gliders. Don't let me forget again, okay? They're probably hibernating hard because it's so chilly. I'm going to have to move them up here tomorrow, which with my shoulder is going to be a pain in the ass, but I'm afraid it's going to be too cold down there for the babies. So their stinky butts are coming upstairs. You're excited to try it? Yay! Oh, it's almost a sin to cover this up. I'm not going to lie. But it's okay. We're giving this a fresh new look, right? It's not like I'm covering up good old chippy paint. It's just wood. I can always take the paint off of it again someday. I always thought all those years of painting furniture that eventually I would be in the business of removing paint from furniture, but it never did play out that way. Anybody else? One of these days we're going to be stripping all this paint right back off. I haven't painted a piece of furniture for about a year now. The last piece I did was for me, my hall tree. I have 2 pieces upstairs that could be painted. Toto the Mo told me not to paint one of them, but I really want to. I need to paint my nightstands before anything else. How's it watching paint dry? Is it relaxing? You having a good time? Be careful with your heat gun. Make sure you don't, it is relaxing, right? The little roll of the heat gun. Make sure you don't melt your paintbrush or melt your iPhone or melt anything that's in the pathway of your heat gun. You're preloading and you're painting. Oh, you're pretending. I thought you said you're preloading. You're pretending you're painting? I like it. I like it. Earlier, I was doing 7,000 things at once, preloading by now things and painting a project, and it just never ends, you guys. I'm going to be busy forever. It's okay. That was the goal, right? Okay, two more sides. Two more sides, and then we'll distress it. I know it is relaxing to watch. I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos again, fellow creators, because come hell or high water, I'm getting a video up this month. We're so close, but I could not get behind on shipping. So next week I actually have a couple of doctor's appointments, oil change, and I think that my live streams next week will just be nice and short and sweet. We're not going to sell 849 things this Sunday, okay, you guys? Only like 500, okay? Because I want to finish editing that. Watching and drinking your wine. Cheers, Carrie. I am finishing up my Moscow Mule. There's still half of it left. Chug it, chug it. Just kidding. Just kidding. We are milk painting tonight. So I have an old piece of salvage wood here. It's like the top to a porch column. And we're making it beautiful and old and chippy. Is it warm? It was like 40 today. Tomorrow was supposed to be 10 and then 4. I think we're getting 7 to 9 inches of snow on Saturday and another 4 to 5 on Sunday on top of it. So, yay. How much snow are you guys getting? Tell me in the chat. Yeah. Oh, also, I restocked some Redesign with Prima transfers and added in new ones. It's all south of you. Get jealous. You guys aren't getting anything? You're only gonna get ice. That sucks too. You don't get cold till Saturday. Negative 40 wind chills. You guys, I just put this transfer in the bin today. The Golden Serenade. This is one of the transfers in the Kacha line. Absolutely gorgeous. I know. I cannot wait to use this one. Using a transfer over milk paint is like edited video stuff, just in case you screw it up. I'm a Bluefish. Thank you for your purchase out of the bin. Y'all, if you are terrified of milk paint, if you were a little worried, I'm here to change your mind. I know there's an extra step or two, but you don't need to be scared, okay? It is totally doable. Heat guns aren't very expensive either. I think they're like 25 bucks. You can get smaller ones. You don't even have to get the big mamma jammas. You can get them on the onlines. -2 in San Antonio. I heard all y'all are buying generators and freaking out. Grocery stores are empty. Toilet paper's gone. Public schools have already closed. How's my shoulder doing? So, as you can see right now, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Thanks for the reminder. It's much better. I'm not in pain anymore. I'm not waking up in pain. My range of motion still isn't there, but I can get overhead pain free. Now, what you guys can't see is how much like my rib is like pushing out here to get my arm there and not like my lat and my serratus muscle. But slowly but surely with my physical therapy, strengthening exercises, and then working on loosening certain muscles, we're getting there. One thing at a time. I've been a good girl. I haven't been working out. I got on my Peloton a couple times, and I've been doing like the recommended workout by my doctor, my physical therapist, but haven't been doing any other working out. I've been eating well, as long as you keep power. I know everybody's terrified of losing power. I wasn't even scared about that until earlier. I'm gonna do the bottom of this just because I can't stand it, and then we'll distress it, okay? I promise. And then we'll go downstairs. Only a couple projects today, but don't you worry. Milk paint will be back next craft show next week will be on Thursday again, because the Redesign with Prima spring reveal is here. Well, it is next Thursday. And I have all my transfers already. I will have them all loaded up. We are going to be putting bunnies on everything. Any good interviews happen? Absolutely not. Crickets. Nobody wants to come ship for me. Everybody just wants to watch me struggle. Bartiques, that was like the perfect amount of milk paint, by the way, for this. Barties, congrats on the ephemeral. And then you know what else I was thinking? At the end of the show, I have one transfer pack left that I only have one of. And I thought that could be a good givey for the end of the show today. I didn't load it up, but I sure can. If y'all are interested, I thought that would be nice for all of the support you've been showing. Told you we're bringing crafting back. I can hardly stand packing for myself. Listen, it's a sweet gig. You work independently. You work in my home. You can do whatever you want as long as you get the job done. I pay really well. I'm pretty cool. I got a real cool dog. There's some furry animals down there to hang out with. It's a good gig. Independence is small. Independence is small. I have plenty of people that want to come work for me. What are we making? We're painting today, Jill. So what I have right here is an old piece of salvage. It's like the top of a porch column or something. It's just going to be a riser when we're done with it. It's going to be a little chippy riser. But we're using Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just hopping on, we're introducing Sweet Pickins Milk Paint to the whatnots. So I've been crafting with DIY paint the last few weeks. That was the bag. Scraping on the table over there. That was not me. See, you did begin. But yeah, it's time. It's time to bring milk paint to whatnot. It's a gorgeous powdered paint that you mix with water, and it provides the most beautiful, realistic, chippy old finish ever. Ever. You love Sweet Pickins? Granny's girl, I sent out your drawers. Your wooden box of drawers. Sounds funny. I hugged him one good old time. She says, y'all need to get some and try it out. Okay, so this was super, super raw wood. That paint really got sucked in good by that raw wood, but we did get some good crackling and some good chipping, especially right there in that little spot. So now I'm just gonna hit that spot with some sandpaper. And you can see it provides a super, super realistic chippiness. I'm gonna grab the 120 grit though. I feel like that's just a little intense. Or the 240 grit, I mean, that's the 120. Isn't it good? Okay, sounds good. Be careful, please. Please and thank you. Just gonna leave her car there. All right, if you guys want to, you can zoom in a little bit by pinching the screen. Don't zoom in on my face, okay? We're gonna go 120 on the edges here. Oh yeah. Sorry if that's loud. And then we'll go 240 in the middle. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, Gracie. Talk to you soon. I'm getting all the paint chips in my cups. It's fine. Look how good it's flaking off. Oh. Ooh, right there. Yeah, buddy. So good. So don't get me wrong. Love DIY paint too. Hands down my favorite clay-based paint ever. But Sweet Pickins is just a whole different ballgame. Whole different type of paint. Myself a splinter. Okay. And then, this is the 240. Look what's happening when I go over it with the 240. So all these little lines right here, that's a chance to cause some chippiness. So natural. So good. I am feeling better. Thank you so much. We're not 100% yet, but you know, everything happens for a reason, right? Like, if my shoulder wouldn't have been hurt right now, I probably would have pushed myself between work and all my other physical activities to burn out. How long would DIY wax stay good sealed in your opinion? I had one that I had in my cabinet for 2 years, and it was open and it stayed good. It was a dark one, like a black wax that I don't use as often. The shelf life on these products are really good. And of course, you're gonna get more bang for your buck ordering the larger sizes. So if you plan on using them within the next 6 months or so, especially, so you're Gucci. Oh, I love it. It's so good. What do you guys think? Oh, you haven't used them in a year? I bet they're fine. So if your paints are a little dried out, you have DIY paint. If your paints are a little dried out, add a little water to them. And let them sit and then stir them. Let them sit for another day and then stir them. Add a little more water. They will reconstitute themselves. It might be a little stinky. Might be a little stinky because there's no preservatives in DIY paint, but that paint will still work. And when it dries, it will not be stinky. You love it? It's so good. So it would be really fun to add some legs to this. I didn't have any, but I think, I think it would be good just as a riser on its own. Okay, let me real quick wipe this off so when we wax it, I don't get paint chips. More paint chips just everywhere. And I'm going to use the same wax. Let me grab my brushes real quick and put them in water because if this paint dries in your bristles, boy, it's gonna be stuck like chalk. So note to self, I'm going to use a slightly less water when I'm mixing in the future. I think I didn't just slightly, and it didn't hurt anything, as you can see, but when I'm applying it, I like it to be just a little bit thicker. You're so welcome for the info. I think for not using milk paint in like a year though, boy, we did pretty good. Okay, where's my wax? Guys, I'm so tired. Here it is. I'm so sleepy. But I wasn't skipping this. This is like my reward for working hard all week. I've been busting my butt with auctions and shipping. I'm like, I'm not skipping my craft show. Okay, so this is the beeswax, the clear beeswax by Sweet Pickins milk paint. It smells really, really good. You can use it to seal your paint, or you can use it just on plain raw wood to freshen it up. I love to use it inside of drawers or to like freshen up a jewelry box that I'm gifting. Just makes it smell so good. Dries completely clear, and it will seal that paint in and keep it from all chipping off down the road. I put it in my lid and work out of here so I don't get chippy paint in my container. You could put it like on a paper plate or, reusable plastic container or whatever works for you. You can also apply it with a rag, lint-free rag. Whatever is your preference. Oh, that's so good. I was worried this wasn't going to get very chippy at all, but it turned out perfect. Perfect. Do you guys want me to run this? I'll start it at $10. It would make an amazing riser. It's a little heavy, but I'll ship it. And if not, I'll throw it in Sunday's show. I'll turn it into a vignette. I'm going to go ahead and wax the bottom too. Sell it. All right. I'll start it at 10 after I'm done with it. I do want to put a little bit of the black wax on this too and just grunge it up just a little bit. Now, again, just like with the DIY waxes, because I'm putting the clear wax down first, it's going to give me a little more play, a little more wiggle room with my dark product. If I put the dark wax directly onto that dry milk paint, that milk paint would really soak it up and it would look extra, extra grungy. But because there's that clear in between, I'll be able to control it a lot better. Running it. I hear you. I hear you. And then after this, we'll go down to the basement. We'll see if there's any other colors you guys want. Do you guys have any questions so far? Oh, and before we painted this, all I took was like a rag with a little bit of Dawn dishwater, little Dawn dish soap, wet rag, and just wiped this thing down. I didn't worry about cleaning it. I didn't sand it, none of that. I mean, I cleaned it a little, but I didn't like scrub it. A little bit of dirt helps with the chippiness on there. Okay, there it is, all sealed up. Looking good, looking the same. You just can't replicate that. even with like a crackle finish or like with Elmer's glue or whatever. Just want to squeeze it. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of the black wax. I have dark downstairs too, but I only had one of the small size left in stock, so I loaded the black up instead. But we can look at the dark. The dark is brown, the black is black. I just looked at it, smiled. Yeah, so I can't sell it. Dibs. Dibs. Okay, so a little bit of black wax on the tip of my brush. Nothing crazy here. And I'm going to show you like right here in the corner where we have all this good texture. I'm just going to put a little bit of wax on here. I use my fingers a lot to kind of rub it in. Rub it around. You can use a rag, whatever you're comfortable with. And you can see that wax will just kind of sit down in the crevices and accentuate it. Now, depending on how much you want it to sit down in there, just depends on how much you wipe it back. Okay, so like right here, there's no black wax on there. Down here, there's black wax in there. So it just accentuates, yeah, adds some depth, and accentuates that crackle. And it grunges it up a little bit, you know, adds like a little bit of age look to it. Like maybe I didn't just slap this paint on tonight, you know. So depending on whether you like that look or not, you don't have to do it. I would suggest sealing your milk paint with a clear wax at least, or a liquid, just so it all doesn't chip off. But I am going to add just a little bit of wax kind of around the edges on this. Just like where it would have got picked up over and over or rubbed as people were walking down the stairwell or whatever. Maybe grandma put her plant up here too many times and watered it, and then all the paint chipped off, and grandma was pissed. So if y'all haven't followed me for very long, yes, I love selling vintage and antique items, but I also love taking newer items and making them look vintage and antique. And always fully disclosing it, just so you know. Okay, so here on this side, I'm just gonna put it kind of like under the edge and accentuate that edge a little bit. And then I'm gonna pull down, pull across. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Now, if I got a little too much in one spot and I'm like, eek, I don't like that, I could take a little clear over the top and then use my paper towel and basically erase it if I really wanted to. There's a little bit of a nail sticking out right there. I'll hammer that in before I ship it out. So no dark on this side, dark on this side, just a little bit of depth. You don't want too much. If you get too much, it's going to look dirty. Dirty and overdone. There's a fine line. Just takes a little practice to figure it out. But again, putting that clear wax down first before you add the dark product really guarantees that you won't overdo it. Oh, it's so good. It kind of reminds me of, look what I'm doing for you guys. That one's super old. This one just got painted, but you always want that riser. 2 times in one day. What's up, couples? Look what we're making. Look at this beautiful milk paint effect, couples. Does this look like I just painted it tonight, or does this look like I picked it out of somebody's barn? You love this color. It's white. I love you. Woo, this color. Okay, I've officially trolled all of my mods today. I love you guys. I'm just kidding. I love you. Don't leave me. Here, look. I'm teasing. I'm in a great mood, and I say it all with love. How about this color? How about this color? You should have heard what I said to Kitschy earlier. Were you here? Oh, that's nothing. No, you heard. My bad. My bad, bros. Just teasing. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. And yes, this is a beautiful white. This is Flour Sack by Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. But I'm adding a little bit of dark wax to it, so that's probably why you love it so much, because it's really got some depth now. I think I've done all 4 sides. Okay, you guys. I'm sorry. I love you. There she be. And that's it. Now, that wax will dry overnight. It'll really, really cure up in about a weekish, you know. If you're going to like put this in a booth, let it dry for a couple days. I will say that the DIY wax dries a little quicker. Did I just get black wax all over me? The DIY wax dries a little quicker than the beeswax. It's got a little different consistency, but gosh, I love both of them so very much. Okay, you guys want me to run this? $10 start? It's all fair. I see them getting on you. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. Thank you, Carrie. Why is it called milk paint? It, it is a true milk paint, which comes in a powder form. It's known for its I think it's made out of paint. Yeah, it's like made out of dried up milk. It's not vegan. Hold them all, look away. And that's why when you mix it with water, it becomes a liquid, like milk. But I don't know what the ratio is of like pigment to milk, 6-7, but it's in there. I'll do a little research with the company and see if I can figure out the exact ratio. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna run this $10 start on this big, beautiful old piece of wood, hand painted by Brie. Are y'all ready? 15 seconds. Did I give you a dimension? I think it was 12 by 12. No, 11 by 11. 15 seconds. There she goes. Make this a gorgeous old riser. It doesn't have any legs, but it doesn't matter. This is going to be just the perfect one for like the center of a dining table. Put it on the little end table, little book stack. You'll put your lamp on there. Possibilities are endless. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Strawberry milk. You guys, I don't even like milk. Why does that sound good? Stop it. Stop it, Kim. You're giving me weird cravings. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I'm so glad you're loving the milk paint, and we will continue to use it. Next week, we're going to do a little transfer stuff, but we will incorporate milk paint over and over. Don't you worry. Just PG Treasures, thank you so much. Maybe we'll try to get brave and put a transfer over some milk paint that has extra bond in it. Great grab, my friend. I appreciate you. It's coming to you. How are you going to style it up? Do you have any ideas yet? Let us know. That was a great grab. Yay! Okay, let's do another paper ephemera giveaway. Let me grab a sip and let's chit chat for just a second. You have a huge cloche to put on that. Y'all, I love a round cloche on a square base. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. We're like, we're on the same wavelength here. I did put Rub and Buff Gold Gilding wax in my Buy It Now. I know a lot of you guys were asking for gold wax. The DIY company doesn't make it anymore, but I do have this available. There are transfers in there. If there's anything you want me to put on flash sale that's not crafting supplies like greenery or any of my home decor items, I would be happy to tonight. Let me know. And then we are going to go downstairs. So downstairs, I have the rest of my paint inventory. I did not get every single color loaded up yet. I will keep working on that. So over the next month or so, we should have all of my products in. But I do have preloaded listings in my Buy Now. What that means is 3 different sizes. So for the samples, the pints, and the quarts. When I take you down there, if you see a color you want, all you have to say is tell me the color in the chat. I'll pin the size that you want, and then you can purchase it. I'll put your name on it, and we'll be good to go. That's how I keep it all organized. My basement is not exactly like this up here. It's going to be a little bit darker. It is a basement, but it's nice and organized. Okay. So we're gonna do our best until I get everything preloaded. If anybody wants to come hang out for Snowmageddon and help me work and preload some stuff and ship, we can have a slumber party. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, we'll go down just a second. Get in this giveaway. Let me get a sip. I'm gonna need my Sharpie. I'm gonna take my tape. I'm going to take my other phone so I don't have to punch you guys 100 times. I've got bags down there. I've got my tripod down there. So do you guys like the milk paint? Are you excited? It's a little bit different, obviously a lot bit different than the DIY paint, but I think we're going to have a ton of fun with it. I'm not in Florida. I wish I was in Florida right now. I live in Independence, Missouri. Snowmageddon is coming. We're getting like, I don't know, 12-ish or more inches of snow over the next couple of days. So a ton of different looks here, but really, really authentic, beautiful, old style paint finish. The Rub and Buff is beautiful. I think we nailed it, man. I think we nailed it. For our first night back, we did it. And then next time we use the paint, I usually use it on wood, but I will step out of my comfort zone and we'll put it on some like galvanized metal or something for you. It does look really pretty on an old like galvanized watering can for spring. Not gonna lie. I have a really good, pretty pink, purple. Okay, we're gonna go downstairs. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then before we leave tonight, remind me, I will show you the sugar gliders, but also remind me, and I'm gonna give away, well, you guys can actually pick for the giveaway. I only have a couple of these left in stock, and I'll give away transfer. I can't give away paint per retailer agreement, but I can give away. Don't leave the drink, it's almost gone. I'll take it. Okay. Y'all look at my shirt. We're going downstairs. Here we go. You stay up here, little ma'am. Maisie has been extra energetic the past few days and really been wanting to come down these stairs again. I've really been having to keep an eye on her. All right, Facebook and YouTube. It's been real, it's been fun. Feel free to hang out all you want, but come back and hang out on Whatnot with us Sunday. Okay, so here is my DIY, I'm sorry, my Sweet Pickins milk paint stash. Again, there's not quite as many colors of the milk paint as there are of the DIY paint, but I still have some amazing, we're in like my cellar room. I still have some amazing choices. So in the buy now section, I have listings for the sample size. Bus is like, OMG, the quart sizes, okay? So if you see a color you want, just tell me the color and tell me which size. I will pin the size for you at the bottom of the screen. If nobody sees a color they want to, that's okay, no pressure, but I did want to show you what I have available. This is a purple posies. It's glitchy. Oh no. Oh, I lost my Wi-Fi. Hold on. Okay. Is that better? Are we back on the Wi-Fi? My phone was also kind of hot. I see I don't have as good of service. Okay, I see I don't have as good of service. I need to move my Wi-Fi extender, I think, from upstairs to the basement. Let me know if it gets bad again, okay? Sorry about that. Okay, purple posies. This is a beautiful light purple, gorgeous Easter color. Also, my screen might be a little dirty. Okay, curry is in the buy now. We use that one tonight. Oh yeah, that's better too. It was filthy. Corabelle is also in the buy now. I loaded it up. This is a gorgeous pink. If you guys need me to pin any of these colors, feel free to ask. Otherwise, you can just search them in the shop. Oh, olive is my all-time favorite green. I've used this color a million times. It is like that perfect 50s minty, gorgeous, almost reminds me of Apothecary. Well, no, Pantry Door reminds me more of Apothecary, but oh, olive is good. This one is patina, so this is going to be like a pretty bright minty teal color. Oh, you can kind of see it on the paper better. This is basil. I also loaded basil into the bin. It is a gorgeous dark green, so this is also loaded up already. Yeah, I like this better. This is bluebird, another gorgeous light blue. Not loaded. Creamy is the off-white. So we used flour sack tonight. Creamy is going to be a little more off-white. So there's flour sack and there's creamy. So if you guys are wanting a more off-white, bluebird sample, you got it. So I'm going to go to the buy now. I'm going to type in a basement quart pint sample. Okay, there's a pinned. If you grab that bluebird, I will grab it and put it in a bag for you real quick. Actually, I'm just going to write on the bag if you don't mind. Thank you so much. Hunk Kim. Oh, wait, it's Hun Kim. I'm just going to write on the bag. Hun Kim. Sorry, turned out the lights. Hope you're not scared. Okay, so that creamy is a lot more off-white than, what size do you want, Kim? Than the flour sack. I have the sample, the pint or the quart. The pint is $21. The quart is $33. The sample, you got it. Okay, so it's pinned down below. Just go ahead and grab that one. I will write your name on this one, Miss Ma'am. If I DM you a pic, see bus. Got you. If I DM you a pic of something later, can you tell me how much DIY paint I need? I'm undecided if I want to paint a certain piece. Of course, Esbram. And I have used DIY paint on furniture a lot more than milk paint, so I would definitely be able to help you out. Okay. Okay, Kim got hers. Cool. And then a pantry door. So this is a lot like Apothecary, in my opinion. This is a gorgeous mint green. Oh, olive is going to be... I'm getting too excited. Oh, olive is going to be a little more sage. I see you, vintage tadpole. Give me just a hot second. So there's the oh, olive, and then this one is the pantry door. It is so good. Oh, olive is an olive green. Angie, what size do you want? Okay, so vintage tadpole, I'm going to pin the pint for you. All right, tadpole, the pint is pinned. Give me 1 second on the pantry. And you wanted a pint of creamy. Tadpole, you got it. I'm going to write it up here at the top. Oops. So when you rip it off, you won't even see it anymore. Okay, a sample of the pantry door, and then pint of the pantry door. So the pint is pinned down below, vintage tadpole. Again. And then I will pin the sample. I cannot spell while you guys are watching. Tadpole. Sample of the pantry door. I'm a bluefish. Okay, tadpole got 2. And then by now, we're going to go back to sample. This is why I could only have 1 cocktail tonight. What's up, Thrifty guys? All right, the sample is pinned down below again. Ange, what color did you want on the olive green? I'm a bluefish. Sample of the pantry door. Blue fish. Got you. Okay, and you want a pint of the olive. Oh, I only have a... It's a lie. I was throwing it everywhere. Pantry door, pantry door. I thought I just had a quart of this in my hand, didn't I? No, I only have... Okay, I only have a quart of this, Ange, of the... Oh, olive. I have a quart or a sample. You tell me, ma'am. Which one? You want the big one? It'll last a long time. Okay, there you go. There's the quart pin down below, and I will place an order for all of this paint as soon as the show is over. And then we'll get right back to a scan here in just a second. This one is A-N-G, Ange Jam. You got it, girl. That is a quart of Oh Olive coming to you. Thank you so much. A sample of the flour sack. Oh, that one is in the buy now. I think it's sold out, Seabus, the sample size. Would you like to try the quart size, or do you want to wait until I have it back in stock? I think it did sell out while I was using it. Flour sack, pint, and quart. Yeah, I only have pints and quarts left. Wait, okay, yeah, no worries. It usually comes in pretty quick with the weather. It might be like a week and a half, but I will get it as quickly as possible. And if you want, I used a lot of mine. I was gonna say, if you want, you can have the rest of mine or whatever, but I think I used over half of it. Okay, I'll get it quickly for you though. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. The DIY wax or Sweet Pickins using milk paint and regular paint. I prefer the DIY wax. Personally, Sweet Pickins is really great on raw wood. I like to put the DIY wax over my paint, even when I'm using Sweet Pickins personally. And I do have that loaded up in my buy now. This is just peachy. It is a kind of a light pink, but also, slightly more of a peachy color. There's the pink and there's the peach. Galvanized is a beautiful silver, gorgeous like stainless steel or like a galvanized steel, galvanized metal color. Lantern is black. Oh, thank you so much. Drinking Mouse, I love you. Lantern is gorgeous. I love the black milk paint. I have that in all 3 sizes as well. Flour sack, I only have 2 big sizes left. They are in the buy now. Moody blue is gorgeous. It is like a super gray, moody blue situation. You would like a sample of the lantern. You got it. Let me get sample pinned back at the bottom of the screen for you. All right, sample is pinned down below. If you grab, all right, see Beth, I hear you. I'm a bluefish. If you grab that listing. Okay. Bluefish. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Next up was sample of pantry. Okay. Avery, go ahead and grab the listing down below. And I got you on a sample of pantry door. Make sure I acknowledge you before you buy the listing since I have limited quantities on things. I don't want you to grab something and me accidentally be out of it. I wrote pantry on there. Avery. Hold on a second. Oh, jeez. Avery, not pantry. Avery. Sample of the Moody Blue. All right, there you go, Miss Kim. C. Bus. Go ahead and grab another one if you haven't. Marcia, do you want the Corabelle or the Peachy? Pink and pantry door. Okay, there's C-Bus. And then Marcia said Marcia said Corabelle, and you bought it already. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. I see you on the white wax purchase. Thank you so much. Okay, and then Marcia said Vintage Chapel. 1 second. Marcia, right on the pantry door and the Corabelle. And then very soon, you guys, these will all be into the shop and you won't have to do this with me anymore. Now, and then I will take color bags upstairs so you guys can see them all or whatever, but then you can just buy them right out of the bin. But see, when I show you the colors, then you're more likely to buy them anyway. So it kind of works out. Okay, so that took care of Marcia. Marcia, you got both of those right? Boo, boo, boo. And then a sample of pantry door for Molly Joe's. All right, Marcia, I see you. I see you. Okay, Molly Joe's Inspirations. The listing is right down here. Have you purchased it yet? Go ahead and grab one of those listings. I'll write your name on this one. Haven't seen it come through quite yet. Marcia's good. Thank you, Couples. Molly. Everybody, be sure to follow my mods. Couples, thanks for hanging out and helping out a little bit tonight. I know this isn't the easiest show to mod. Okay, I think we're caught up. Look, I'm making a mess, you guys. I'm going to have to come back down here afterwards. So we got over to the lantern. We checked out Flour Sack, Moody Blue. Next up is Red Wagon. I'm out of the big sizes in this one, but I will. Oh, sample of Olive. I got you, Vintage Tadpole. Did you snag it yet? Tadpole. Boom. It is pinned down below. Thank you so much. Pink and pantry door sample. Okay. Polish picker. Whoop. You guys are making a mess. Polish picker. Grab 2 of the listings down below. Polish picker. Make sure you guys get your listings or when I go to ship, you're not going to get your stuff, even if your name is on it. Purchase 2 of those listings down below and I got your name on them. I see you. I see you. There's one. Grab one more for me. Okay. Did I get you on the Olive Vintage Tadpole? Yes. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. Back to business here. Back to business. Thank you, Polish Picker. Thank you, Polish Picker. This is a gorgeous barn red, you guys. If you want to make it an authentic chippy red barnwood look, this Red Wagon is stunning. I only have the small sizes. Thank you so much. Have you used milk paint before? Butter is gorgeous. Butter is Butterfingers. Huh? Did you see that? It is a gorgeous light yellow color. Really, really pale yellow. Barn sample. I'm a bluefish. I see you. Go ahead and grab that listing for me. Bluefish. Bam. Bam, bam. I see you. Butter sample for Kim. Go ahead and grab that listing right down there below, friend.
Hun Kim, oh, there you are, there you are. I got a raid. Oh my goodness, who raided? Marble King. Marble King, we are hustling in the basement. We started selling paint and I'm down here selling the listings. I haven't had time to pre-list quite yet. Thank you so much for the raid. Seabus, I hear you on the butter sample. I'm going to start a giveaway courtesy of our raid for Marble King. Thank you for all the props lately on my Facebook posts. I appreciate the shout outs you've been giving me for sure. Hope you had a great show. When is your next one? So these are milk paints. They're a powdered paint that you mix with water. Seabus, boom. I know you're on top of it. I'm sure you already grabbed it. There is your butter sample. We just introduced this to Whatnot tonight. I've been using a clay-based paint. You bought it when you said Kim. I figured you're on it. You're on it. Bam, there's the butter. Bam. Bam, there's the butter. So this is a whole new line. He's on every single day. He has unlimited antiques at this point. The New England and Barnes are thawing out already. Oh, I'm so jealous. Maybe I should, I want endless supply. Maybe we should chat. We'll always hiring private pickers. The green color, Becky. Okay. Which one, honey? I had the basil, I had the light pantry door, or the olive. Thank you again for the raid. Everybody follow Marble King. He does have an amazing stock of inventory, vintage and antiques. Basil, you got it. Basil is actually in the buy it now. Becky, what size would you like? The smallest one? I can get a pin for you to make it easy to find. I did load up a few colors before I went live today, and eventually, like I said, they will all be in there. All right, basil is pinned down below there for you, Becky, if you want to go ahead and grab it. Small size for you. Yeah, it's faster shipping for sure. You don't have to wait over a week. Oh my goodness. Okay, we went through all those shelves. Okay, down at the bottom, I've said okay 7,000 times. I'm sorry. This is Harbor. It is uber duper light blue, like the lightest blue. I do have olive green. It is olive. The only size I have left is the sample. And I will pin, don't buy the one below. I will pin the listing again for you. Olive is my favorite. I've used it on so many projects. I have a gorgeous DIY video up on YouTube with olive on a dresser. Oh, stunning. Oh, I say. All right, there's olive, or the 8 ounce. Or, Jesus, Brie. The sample size is pinned down below. Your girl is tired. Bam. Thank you so much. I've been working my ass off this week. Yes, you don't have to wait forever anymore. I will get all of this shipped out. I hope to get all of this out tomorrow for you guys, okay? Before Snowmageddon hits. I'm going to do my very, very best. Ooh, I think the ghost just spoke to me. Okay, Harbor is a super, super light, beautiful, like paint blue. Oh, yeah, she's 100% in here. Woo! Provenance. Provenance is a crazy teal, y'all. This is so pigmented. It is absolutely beautiful. Haberdash is it's like a gray, but almost like a brown. It reminds me a lot of like sandy blonde or faded burlap. Here, let me show you the painted. There we go. See, it's like kind of gray, but kind of brown. I keep forgetting that the paint is on these bags. Yeah, it's a grayish. Look at that teal. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. So, so good. If y'all see any other colors you want me to run tonight, I will pin the size you would like and we can get that listing purchased for you. Artichoke is an amazing green. Super olivey too, but a little bit darker. Like martini olive, a sample of the teal. You got it. So the sample is pinned down below there. I'm a bluefish. Go ahead and snag that. Blue. Does it work? Okay, blue. The milk paint is so good. What's up, Jasmine? I love artichoke. It's a great green. Sweetwater. Sweetwater is, again, just like the lightest, mintiest blue. My lighting down here is kind of trash. The lightest, mintiest blue. Sweet Pickens really favors light blues and greens a lot. Here is a birdie. It is another beautiful light blue. Plumberry is a purple, and I don't have all the colors, so I will I'm going to branch out to like some oranges and reds, maybe some more blues. Are there any other colors? Queen Teaks just got a sample size. Queen Teaks, what color would you like, my friend? That is Plumberry. It's like a gorgeous light purple. Really, really pretty. And then we have a Proper. Proper is another like grayish color. Gorgeous. A sample of Birdie. You got it. Oh, Bam. What did you want this time? You guys are going so fast. All right. Birdie, bluefish. And I'm sorry, I'm shaky down here, y'all. This is the end of my craft show. The beginning of my craft show, we're upstairs being all professional. You'll have to take a look. Okay, I got you. I'll do another scan. Molly Joes wants a sample of the teal. Okay. Molly Joes. You got it. You got it. You got it. Did I miss anybody? Sample Birdie. Got that one. Got that one. Bam. You got paper ephemera. Okay, Queen Teaks. Here we go. You tell me which color you want. We got light purple posies, curry, corabelle, oh olive. Now there is flour sack is going to be sold out in that size. You want an artichoke? All right, bam. Did you already purchase it? The 8 ounces pinned down below if you didn't grab it yet. I'm a bluefish. Okay, I'm a bluefish is on top of it. I think they're all caught up, right? Oh olive. And this again, this pick is for Queen Teaks. Trying to figure out what you want, friend. Patina is a gorgeous, gorgeous teal. Basil is a deep dark green. Okay, thank you, Bam. Bluebird is a light blue. Creamy is a gorgeous off-white. Butter is a light yellow. Red Wagon is a gorgeous green. Or green, ha! Red. You want a patina? All right, Molly Joes, grab that listing down below. I'll put your name on the patina. Molly. I got you, girl. Thank you so much. All right, Queen Teaks, we're still working on a color for you. Moody Blue is like this gorgeous, gorgeous, deep Moody Blue. Flour sack I don't have in the small size anymore. Lantern is a black. Galvanized is a slate gray. You guys, I'm doing a deep squat for you. What's up, Drunk Susie? Drunk Susie, guess what we are allowed to sell on Whatnot now? Drunk Susie loves her some milk paint. Just peachy. We have Pantry Door, which is this gorgeous light green. Harbor is a gorgeous light yellow. Providence is a bright, bright teal. I'm so happy to. You missed the crafting tonight, but don't worry. More craft shows are scheduled. Bookmark them now. That was what, teal? Couples, I'm fucking tired. Sorry, Facebook. Haberdash. Queen Teaks, just tell me what color you want so my friends will stop bullying me. Artichoke. Whatever. Whatever, okay. Sweetwater. This is a green, but just barely mint green. It's gorgeous. Birdie. You missed it because you were crafting. Listen, that's fair. That's fair. And usually I do this in the mornings, but I didn't want to miss it this week. We have Plumberry. It's a purple. Dang it. And then Proper. Cobwebs free. Proper is brown. Okay. Oh, Olive, you got it, girl. You got it. There you go. Oh my goodness. I know. Oh, Olive and Basil are still just like the OGs. Jasmine. Queen Antiques. Okay, y'all. Sorry, we're so shaky. Did we look at that pile? Wow, look at that pile of paint we just sold. Almost tripped backwards on my stool. That would have been fun. Anybody else? Artichoke. Cool, you got it. Sample of artichoke. It's pinned down below. There, Hun Kim. Just go ahead and grab that listing, Hun Kim. You're so excited for future shows. We're gonna have so much fun. Oh yeah, don't forget your extra bond. We did talk about that, y'all. Thank you so much. If you guys are planning on painting a surface that your paint might fall off of, grab your extra bond. Do you want me to pin that listing too? Thank you, Susie. I don't use it on wood very often at all, but trust me, I have had all of my paint fall off of a project before and I've been very sad. There is the 4-ounce size pinned down below. And again, it's 1 part of bond to 2 parts of paint. So you don't need as much bond as you do milk paint. But if you want to make sure as you're learning how to use it, that all your paint doesn't fall off, you can grab one up. I have bigger sizes available of that too. Yeah, only 2 left. Grab them fast. I will place an order tonight for more paint and more colors. We'll add in a couple colors. Okay, everybody got their colors they wanted today? Yes? You guys, I'm so excited. Also, we have Decor transfers in the Buy It Now. If you type in the word transfer, there's a couple of different styles available. I've got DIY paint restocked. So if you weren't able to grab a crinoline last week, I know, Jasmine, a crinoline last week, if we ran out of apothecary, I got Old 57 and Petticoat Pink restocked. We ran out of those colors when we did our tins together. I still have tins and decoupage labels in the Buy It Now. And I have my liquid patina restocked for all of those decoupage projects we did if you guys missed out. Coming up in the future too, I also carry the Redesign with Prima molds. So we're going to start using some molds for crafting as well. We're moving, we're mixing in one thing at a time. Oh, look at the rabbits. We should use these very soon, huh? Yeah, probably like now. Oh, would you guys be interested in learning how to use molds? Ziva says, OMG, maybe next week we'll do one mold and one transfer project. Yes, with some quick casts. I think we've done enough crafting together now that we're getting the hang of it. Okay, cool. I like it. I'm going to flip this camera around back onto my shirt. We're going to head back upstairs so we can run our last givey of the night. If there's anything else you guys want me to put on flash sale, home decor items, that is, not crafting items, unfortunately, let me know. We'll check the chat as soon as we get back up here. You guys, we had so much fun. So much fun. I had so much fun. Oh, the sugar gliders. Sorry. What does patina do? What do you mean patina? Which patina? Here, let's go look at the sugar gliders for Miss Cindy. I got you. You stay up here a minute. No. Stay back. No. Which patina? Let me get them a little treat real quick. And we'll see if they can get up or not. If they hear their food, they probably will. Boys! Doesn't make it shiny. The patina? No, patina doesn't make it shiny. Patina's going to make it like dull and dirty. Oh, they're going to come out and say hello. Well, hello, sirs. Hi. What do we do? Well, hello, boys. No, don't go down there. Come here. Say hello, everybody. I'm a crazy boy. I'm a crazy boy. Don't hurt me. Goo. Okay, easy. Thank you. Jeez Louise. No, don't go up there. Hold on. No, come back. Come here. Go back inside. Oh shit, I just hit him on the swing. Sorry, buddy. Let go. It's okay. They won't go too far, but if he gets up too high, then he's hard to get. They are awesome. They're good boys. They usually won't come out. Are they free? Well, I am thinking of rehoming them because I'm traveling so much. But don't bite me. They live forever. They don't actually bite. He just thought I had food. They live like forever, ever. Sorry, you don't belong out there. Let me get him some mealworms while we're down here. I just feel bad when I'm traveling. My neighbor comes over and feeds them and stuff, but then I just feel like they're bored. And I'm down here with them so much. They live for like 15 years, I've heard, 12 to 15 years. And they were my ex-girlfriends, but she left them. And then here's my girlie. Here's my little sweet baby. And she will also come out, but then she'll throw a fit when I try to put her back. So I'm going to wait till later. Would you like a mealworm? Oh, geez. There you go. That was fast, girl. Dang. Dang, girl. Tear it up, girl. Okay. I know. I've had them forever. No, they don't roam around the house because they're so little. Elena will take them out and let them play out and about in her room. But they can't just be out all the time because they'll hide. And my house is too big and they're too small. As long as you're watching them, they can be out for a little bit. I gotta wash my hands real quick, and then we're gonna run a giveaway. But it's only supervised. I forgot you had a prairie dog. They have a scent, but it's not horrid. All caged animals have a little scent. It's not terrible. You're so welcome. Thanks for asking. Here's this one, the little terror of them all. She's all wound up. Oh my gosh. Say hi, everybody. Jeez. Okay, we've seen all the animals. We did it. Maisie does okay. Her and the rat like yell at each other because she'll like stand by the rat's cage and then the rat will reach through and grab her. But the sugar gliders don't mess with her. They're too scared. You guys, thank you so much. You see the farm. We've seen it all. We've seen the paint. We've seen the farm. We've seen the junk. My Christmas is still up. You want to see that again? Okay, you guys, I'm going to run one more giveaway tonight. Thank you so much. I cannot believe that we're actually painting on Whatnot. I have been working for over a year with Whatnot and the owners of these paint companies to convince them to let me bring the paint here to you guys. I missed it so much. I'm so happy to be back crafting, and I'm so happy to be meeting new friends and crafting with y'all again. And it's like a dream come true, and I don't want to cry. So I'm going to load up one more giveaway for tonight. Let me get this added in, and whoever wins, you'll get to pick one of my transfers. I'm not going to probably. I don't think these are available anymore, and I probably won't pick the horses up again. So you guys can pick out of one of my older style of transfers, and we'll start mixing in the new ones next week. I have the Botanical Paradise or the Wild Soul. I'm just going to create the Gibby on here. I don't know what I did with my other phone. Gibby. And then we'll go rate a friend, and then I am going to crash so hard. And I'm gonna go study my colors. Facebook, YouTube, thanks for hanging out tonight. I know it's kind of a crazy craft show over here on Whatnot. Come over and hang out with us next week, and you can enter the giveaways and hang out with the chat as well. All right, giveaways running. Also, Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We are going to be right here in front of these shelves. They're going to be beautifully curated. I have like 30, 50 things preloaded. We'll do random pulls on everything else. A ton of like vintage farmhouse wood, metal. I've got a ton of celluloid to put in the mix, some ironstone, that big old egg crate. It's going to be good. Bookmark Sunday show. Do I ever show styled dough bowls? Having trouble making one for my kitchen table. Looking for ideas. So I would take a dough bowl. I would take an orb, and you know what somebody else said earlier? They put a huge collection of metal flower frogs around their orb. What about teeny tiny little creamers just laid in here? That got me to thinking, who was it? Was it Carrie? Was it Carrie that said that? I said I was going to steal the idea, but I give you credit, and I can't remember. Yeah, this is in the bin. This dough bowl is in the buy now. Now it's not reduced shipping tonight. It wasn't you, Carrie. Okay, never mind. It was somebody else. I can't remember. Yeah, the flower frogs would be so good. Here, let me grab a few of mine. You guys stay right there. Let's try it. I gotta redecorate for Christmas anyway, right? Okay, you get the effect. I didn't grab all of them, but you get the effect. You could even mix in some of the big like cage ones and stuff too. So good. So good. With some of the smaller ones, I was just taking sewing notions, a base of buttons, some thread spools, some needle packs, little lace hanging out the side. Ooh, the whole dried lemons that I keep in my bin. I should probably restock those again. Ephemera. A whole huge lot of black and white photos laid out would be beautiful. We'd love that. Hey, y'all, you have about 3.5 minutes until the giveaway runs. Let's have a little community time too. It's the last giveaway of the night. If you're a seller here on the app, y'all go ahead and drop your shows in the chat. Leave out the word promote and shout and share and mention, but just say, I'm so-and-so and I'm selling such and such on this date. Let us know who you are, what you're selling, when you're going to be on. Can we bookmark you? Are you preloaded? Let's get some new followers tonight. Do I have any crafty friends up in the house? I never sell a flower frog again now that I've seen that. Boom, Trinket Mouse. Boom. I don't sell my flower frogs. That's one of my favorite collections. I also collect paintbrushes and mashers. Okay, drop your shows, hop in the Gibby. If you don't want to share your shows, that's cool. I'll keep all my customers for myself. Here is one of my collections that's growing rapidly. Oh, Seabus got the dough bowl. She said, screw you guys, it's mine. Congratulations, Seabus. That's a beauty. She's going to be heading to you. My masters are filling up real quick, real quick. I love brooms. My Christmas is coming down this weekend, okay? I promise. Slowly but surely. I love old brooms. Another one of my collections. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love paintbrushes. You guys have probably seen this collection a few times. It's about time to restyle the shelves. So good. And then here are some of my favorite flower frogs. It's dark in here. Some of my favorite. Look at this little sweet baby. I have a minute to get in that giveaway. Whoever wins will get to pick one of those transfers and then we'll go rate a friend. So that's what I like to collect. Also sewing notions. It's super dark in here. Old spools and toilet pins and needle packs. There's Flower Frog with my old scissors. That's what I like. Oh, I have a collection of old Bibles up in here. This is all just thrown on the shelf. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna get our life situated this weekend when we're all trapped inside. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. But bookmark Sunday, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Next Tuesday, we'll do another talk show. We're gonna talk about how to utilize your buy it now to optimize sales, and then a bunch of other subjects you guys gave me to write down. How to run random polls as a new seller, how to be a good mod. I'm gonna take some notes from my girls. All right, 3 seconds. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. It was a great show. I appreciate you so very much. Allison Joe, congratulations. Do you want the flowers or the horses? Here's what they look like. Yeah, see, Bus, it's always nice when people are snoopy in there and you realize there's stuff in there you never knew. Oh, with over 300 items in the bin, it's easy to miss stuff. The horses, you got it. Carrie, I'm going to put it in the buy now, so come early, okay? Come early. Be ready. I'll wait till Sunday morning to make it active, though, okay? Like right before my show. All right, I'll wait to put it in there till right before I go live. Okay, y'all, we're gonna go rate a friend. Hang out real tight. Hang on real quick. I'm not drunk, I promise. It's fine. I didn't even finish it. I left it downstairs. I'm just really tired. Okay, we'll go find somebody to rate. Do we want to rate a crafty show? Do we want to rate vintage decor? What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? There's a ton of raid trains on tonight. Should we go rate a first show? Let's do it. We got 42 friends. Let's go rate a first show. She's doing brass, hen on nest, flower frogs, candlesticks, and some wooden stuff. Okay, their name is Old South. Black hearts in the chat when we get there. Let's go bless them with a 40-person raid, and I will see you guys Sunday morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for making my dreams come true. I could not do it without you. I appreciate you all so very much. We'll have some really good givvies on Sunday to say thank you, okay? Follower givvies, not buyers. OLDE, Old South. Here we go. Black hearts in the chat. Thank you guys. See you.